Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker.
Great to see you again. I'm just having a bit of a tidy up. I always pride myself on having a lovely, neat and tidy home. Woo! My tissue paper! And what was it that made that noise that made me jump? Oh, look! It's an amazing aeroplane. Wait a minute. Amazing aeroplanes and terrific tissue paper? That gives me a great idea. Let's try something! Try making a perfect parachute mobile, where you can be the skydiver. Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Come on! Some coloured paper and a black pen. A ball of modelling clay, a sharp pencil and a paper or polystyrene bowl. Some sticky tape and some glue. Some wool and some tissue paper. And finally, a picture of yourself. Whoa! Now, to make your very own parachute mobile, complete with its own skydiver, like this handsome chap here, we have to start off by drawing a body shape on some coloured paper or card. First, draw a head shape. This one's going to have pointy hair, just like mine. Then draw two arms sticking up in the air. And two legs with boots on the end. Now we can cut this body shape out, but be careful, scissors are sharp. Then stick on thin strips of coloured paper like this onto the body shape. These are going to be the straps on the skydiver's suit. Stick them all on and trim off the extra bits. Now you're ready to turn your skydiver into anyone you want. Very carefully cut just the head part of a photograph and stick it on top of your body on the head shape here. Now for the parachute. For that, we need to make a hole in the centre of our bowl about here. And for that, we're going to use a bowl of modelling clay and a sharp pencil. Now, if we put the modelling clay down first, put the bowl on top, and then very carefully push our pencil through the bowl into the clay, that makes a hole. Excellent. We need to make another 4 holes now. We're going to make one here, 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 and here. Now take 4 pieces of wool. These need to be the same length. There we go. And we're going to tie a big knot at the end of each piece. Now we need to carefully thread these pieces of wool through the holes at the edge of the bowl so the pieces hang underneath, like this. This is a little bit tricky, so you can always ask an adult to help you. When you've threaded the wool through the holes in the edges, tie a knot in a longer piece of wool to go through the hole in the centre of the bowl. But this time, thread it the other way, like this, so that this piece of wool can hold up your bowl. Now we need to cover the bowl with a piece of tissue paper. Any colour will do, you can decide, but I think this green will look good. Before we cover it though, we need to make another hole in the middle. So let's get our modelling clay and gently push the pencil through. Here we go, there's our hole, and this will help us thread our wool through. Great.
Make sure the wool pieces on the edges are pulled out.
And then we can wrap the tissue paper around and stick it into position with sticky tape. Next, we need to attach our skydiver to the parachute.
So, take 2 bits of wool from one side of the bowl to the back of the nearest hand, and then do the same on the other side. And when it's finished, turn it over.
And now you can hang it up wherever you like. Brilliant!
And why not try some other ideas? You can skydive in your favourite outfit, like this one. Or why not try a rocket flying through space? Or even a skydiving elephant using a bigger bowl for its parachute.
And it gives me another fantastic idea. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! This is great fun! But I better get back home!
Hey! Who turned out the lights?
Oh, look! The shapes are asleep. Again.
Let's wake them up.
The shape. The shape.
I am a circle.
I am a triangle. I am a square.
I am a rectangle.
The shape.
I am a triangle.
What are the triangles making today? Any ideas yet? It's a witch! Well done, Triangle. Time to get back on the shelf.
Oh, that was a great puzzle today. Those shapes are so clever, you know.
Tocky here. Minute Make time.
It's Minute Make time. Come on. Here's what we're going to make today. A bubble bag.
Great for keeping all your bits and pieces inside.
Very nice. And to make one of these, you will need a pair of scissors, a glue stick, some circles of felt, a long shoelace, a large rectangle of felt, a hole punch and a bubble envelope. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way.
Well, I think I can do it, Tocky, although I will have to be very quick. Don't worry, though, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Let's make it in a minute! Right, let's get our bubble envelope and very carefully with some scissors trim off this top end like this. That's it, we go all the way down. There we go. And then we're going to get our hole punch and make holes at the open end here, like that. Then let's get our shoelace and feed it through the holes like this. And then we're going to tie a knot on the other end. Here we go. Let's tie a knot.
You're not going to do it.
Very funny, Tocky, I get it. Knot, yeah, very funny. There's our knot. OK, right, now let's put some glue on here. We're going to put on, first of all, our rectangle of felt. On it goes. And then we're going to put our big circle on next. And then we're going to put our medium-sized circle. And then we're going to put on our small circle. And we are finished!
Only just.
And if you've got more than a minute, you can make all sorts of bubble bags. This one is made with felt stripes. And this one has a checked pattern. Bubble bags made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. First, take a bubble envelope and punch holes through the open end like this. Thread a long shoelace through the holes to make handles and tie knots in the ends. Glue on a large sheet of felt and decorate it with felt shapes to finish your bubble bag.
Why don't you try making it in a minute? Oh, hello, everyone.
Watch this!
Ooh.
I am brown. I'm dark blue. I am green. I am red. I am grey. I'm yellow. I'm light blue. I am black. It's a go-kart!
Well done, everyone. See you soon. Now it's time to...
Frame it! Frame it! Frame it! Now, take a look at this.
What a brilliant tissue paper snail! It's very easy to make and looks so good you'll be able to frame it. You will need coloured card, tissue paper, PVA gloopy glue, a pen, a paintbrush, scissors and some googly eyes. Use lots of different colours of tissue paper and scrunch it into little balls. Then use a pen to draw a picture. This is going to be a snail. Cover the snail's body with gloopy glue. And stick tissue paper balls all over it. Now cover the snail's shell with glue. Use different coloured tissue paper balls and stick them around the shell in a spiral shape. Then fill in the spaces on the rest of the shell in another colour of tissue paper. Cut out a mouth shape from some card and stick it down. Finally, glue on 2 googly eyes to finish your snail. Doesn't that look fantastic?
What a brilliant picture! Why don't you have a go? And then... frame it!
Very impressive. Now, what's going on here?
I'm looking at the night sky through my telescope. There's the North Star. And there's the plough. The night sky is so beautiful. I love it when the moon shines brightly and the stars twinkle down from up on high. Oh, look, even wise old Mr. Owl likes it too. Oh, and that gives me a great idea. Let's make something.
Try making twinkling twigs and a pine cone owl. Sparkly.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Come on. Some twigs and a pine cone. Some glitter and a pencil. Gloopy PVA glue and a glue stick. Some coloured paper and an old plastic lid. Whoa! Now we also need some googly eyes and some air drying clay. Now we can get these from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Here we are. There are 2 googly eyes. And here's the air drying clay. Now you can make your very own twinkling twigs.
That's a perfect home for a woodland creature.
Just start off by moulding your air drying clay into a plastic lid like this. Squeeze it down and push it all the way out to the edges. Now we're doing this because it's going to hold all of our twinkling twigs in place. Now we can start arranging our twigs. Now you can arrange them however you like, but how about we start with this nice big large twig here
And push it into the clay at the front.
Now we can start with some other twigs. How about we get this rather tall twig and push it in at the back? Now you'll notice that some of my twigs have dried leaves on them. Now these look great, it really adds to the effect.
Choose as many twigs as you like, push them into the clay and leave it to dry.
Then, to make your twigs twinkle, stand your clay base on some old paper or an old tray and cover the whole thing in gloopy glue.
And now for the fun bit, shake on some glitter.
And once it's covered in glitter, shake any extra glitter off.
And leave it to dry again.
Once your twinkling twigs are dry, you can make a woodland creature to go in them.
Like this pinecone owl.
So, let's get some coloured paper.
And draw a curvy shape like this.
There we go. Now, on some different coloured paper.
Draw the same curvy shape, but a bit smaller.
And last but not least, let's get a piece of yellow paper like this and draw a triangle. Now this is going to be the beak for our owl. Now we can cut all of our pieces out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Ooh. Ooh. Mm.
Now glue the pieces together to make the owl's eyes and beak like this. Then
There's a finishing touch. Let's add 2 googly eyes. There's 1 and there's 2. It's the face of our owl, and we can stick it onto our pine cone with some gloopy glue. Finally, glue your owl onto the big twig at the front.
using lots of gloopy glue. You might want to hold your owl in position as it starts to dry.
And when everything is dry, gently take the clay out of the lid like this. And there, look at it.
Isn't it sparkly?
And you can even try making other things twinkle amongst your twinkling twigs.
How about making a lot of twinkling twigs with a pine cone and card fox and a little conker robin?
Why don't you try making your very own twinkling twigs? A perfect present for your friends and family. Oh,
Time to go!
oh, that's it for now. My making time's over, but yours is just beginning. See you soon. It's time to put all this stuff back in its box.
If you like making things like Mr. Maker, visit bbc.co.uk/CBeebies for more ideas.
Make it